performing the duties of his office.
Digby C. Caesar.
No.
Well, hey everybody, thanks for stopping by. I am Digby, and today we are back on BeamNG.Drive to have a slightly different take on the Quite Possibly Impossible challenge. Now, if you're wondering what you're looking at, what you were looking at is one of the, well, it's going to end up being multiple contenders this episode, and while I know some of you might have already guessed, for those of you who haven't, cue up the dramatic reveal music.
What?
Yes, we are going to have a go with some of the Lego cars from the Lego Car mod. Now, if you don't know what this is, somebody, and I don't even know who it was, but the guy is a genius, actually put together a huge selection of cars, well, basically built out of Lego blocks. Now, they are a lot smaller than the cars we're used to running, and the suspensions vary in stiffness from, well, pretty much almost undrivable to just barely drivable, which does mean we're going to have a slight change in the rule set. But before we get to that, let me just show you how many choices you get with this mod. Yeah, as you can see, there are a ton of choices that come with this mod. So yeah, we've got pretty much everything from, let me scroll back up. Yeah, we've got just a basic chassis, we've got a rusty car, we got a beater car, we got a stanced car, we got an insane go-kart, we've got the rubriculous kind of like, I can't remember, like destruction derby car, we've got a convertible, we've got regular base cars, we've got rat rods, hot rods, crash test cars, big engine, small wheels, if that's your thing. We got a Mad Max car, we got police cars, there's also, yeah, we've got an off-road, it's called an off-road racer, because they have like street-tuned, what we always call racemobiles. But yeah, we got a Baja racer, we got a rally car in here somewhere. I can't remember where that was, but I remember seeing it earlier. Got the General Lego, if that's your thing. We got a JDM tuned car, we've got police car. Like I said, we've got pretty much everything. We've got, well, basically we have, oh, there's my rally car. Yeah, we have a metric ton of cars to choose from. Oh, including a rocket car. So yeah, when it comes to contenders, we are spoiled for choice. Now, I would be willing to bet that the statistical chances of any of these making it to the bottom with drive and steering is pretty much nil. I mean, like I said, the suspensions are not designed to do anything even remotely like what I'm about to put them through. So what I was thinking was, we would just pick 3 different cars to send down this first course, and whichever one of them makes it the furthest, and that includes like all the way to the bottom on the off chance. But yeah, whoever makes it the furthest, we will then put them up against 2 other cars on the next level, and if any of them make it all the way through, we'll send them to the maw to take on the one vehicle that I have decided to save for last, and that will be the one that they will challenge for King of the Hill. So yeah, the times aren't going to count, finishing isn't going to count, this is going to be basically all about how far can they get, and, well, it's also going to be all about watching a whole bunch of Lego bricks get blasted across the universe. So let me go pick a car to go first. I mean, I'm tempted to go with the sheriff's car, but I feel like we probably ought to have more of like a vanilla baseline car first. So yeah, let me go pick something interesting, and then we will send it down the hill and see what happens. So yeah, this one is actually listed as base, which I take to mean is probably like it's the base car from which all the other ones are designed. But yeah, this is pretty much as vanilla and bog standard as they come. So let's fire it up and see how far it gets in 3, 2, 1, go. Wow, okay, so yeah, thank God we're not doing times, because the time off the line was absolutely ridiculous. Oh, and I'm also noticing that the suspension is extremely stiff. This thing is extremely bouncy. Whoop, we're getting an overhead warning. I probably ought to, like, coast for a little bit anyway. Okay, can we get away from the pit? Oh god, I don't think this thing is held still one shit. Okay, getting out of control. Let's just hit the brakes for a second. No, I need you to turn away from there. There you go. Now, no. Behave yourself, car. Okay, we've lost a little bit of... Well, now we've lost a substantial amount of the car. And there it comes to a rest in the pit. Now, I'm actually expecting a bunch of Legos to come flying down the hill at me. Yep, there's a couple. Goodbye. Alright, well that's not a terrible distance for the base car, but let's actually go get that police car back out and see if maybe it could do a little bit better. So one way to find out, let's send this thing on its way in 3, 2, 1, go. Also does not sound like it's going to take a whole lot of vehicular abuse. I absolutely love the antenna, by the way. That is a really nice little touch. Yeah, I can already see we're starting to get engine damage. Yeah, avoid that at all costs, please. Alright, well, apparently we're a Soapbox Derby car now. You did make it down into the beginning of the rough stuff, and that's not a terrible distance. Okay, well let's go find something with a slightly more robust suspension and see if maybe that will make a difference. Okay, well you knew it was only a matter of time before the rally car put in an appearance, and now seems like as good a time as any because nothing else has actually done that well. So yeah, this thing should have a much better engine, it should have a much better suspension, and it should have a much better chance. Okay, one thing I do want to mention. Okay, it's actually starting to pop wheelies. Yeah, the flames, when they come out of the back of this thing, are actually the... Okay, you know what? We're going to actually hit the brakes a little bit. I know I'm saying the word actually a lot, but it's fine. Anyway, yeah, there you can see it. The flames, when they come out of the back of this, are the actual flame blocks that LEGO uses for the real-life LEGO cars, which is absolutely hysterical. Yeah, this thing is doing much better. Could we actually take the jump in the middle, do you think? I mean, that would be a yes, but it was a very rough landing, and I don't think... Yeah, I don't think we're going to survive this. However, I do think we're going to make it a lot further down the hill. Unless we hit a tree. Oh, crap. Okay, I really feel like this thing got absolutely denied because it was doing spectacularly well. So, I tell you what I'm going to do. Oh, by the way, this is not an area you probably want to be walking around in your stocking feet for the next few hours. Oh, hold on. Actually, we're still rolling. We might be able to do this legit. Yeah, I was going to just call this thing the winner overall anyway, just because it was the most fun to drive and actually had the best survivability. But it's starting to look now like I might not need to do that.
5 minutes later.
Alright, I say that. It ground to a halt right here. This is actually also in the start of the rough stuff, but I do feel like this made it slightly further. So, yeah, in fact, there's like... Alright, we've got a big tree and a gap between those trees. When I edit this, I will actually go back and look and see if it did genuinely make it farther, or if I'm just being, you know, slightly ridiculous because I really want to try it down the bridge. But yeah, either way, I'm going to call this one the winner, and we are going to move on to the second course. Okay, well, I've come up with a new plan to make this special even more fun. So as this thing is officially king of the first hill, we are going to send this down here as fast as humanly possible. We're going to pretty much, well, just see what it can do and blow it to pieces. And then we're going to send 3 more cars down this one, and we're going to get a king of this hill, after which this car will come back, the king of this hill will come back, and both of them will take on the king of the maw. So yeah, let me grab a good tune and we will send it on its way. I love that little piece coming in at the last minute. Okay, so for the first one, we're going for the stance car, which, oh my god, it's actually got underglow. Yeah, my theory was that the wide wheelbase might help things and kind of like counteract against the bounciness of the suspension. But I've got a weird feeling that with those Lego blocks dragging on the ground, which I didn't actually know was a thing until I loaded this up and just started talking, yeah, I'm really hoping they don't drag. You know what? One way to find out. Let's send it on its way in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, I'm going to assume maybe the dragging is why this thing is so slow off the line. And if anything, it feels like it might be slightly more bouncy than the other car. Alright, well, the first thing it's going to have to survive is the lava jump. Okay, I'm stopping the old rev. I didn't realize. Chill out. I got to get up enough speed to get over this lava. Yeah, if it survives the lava jump and makes it through the tunnel, which is not looking great, and the engine just locked up. Okay, well, I tell you what, we haven't really lost control of the thing yet. Yeah, get off the wall, please. Turn, turn. Okay, can you actually soapbox your way to a victory? Or are you going to run out of gas before we get to the downhill part? Alright, still rolling. Still rolling. Still rolling. Alright, go little car, go. I believe in you. Okay, the stance car actually made it down past the second set of speed bumps before the lava. Yeah, I've got a feeling that one might actually be pretty tough to beat. Okay, so I loaded this thing up like 30 seconds ago, and it's the OffRoad Beater, and my thinking was, oh yes, it's an off-road truck. It's going to have a big beefy suspension, big beefy tires. It should be great. But ever since I loaded it up, it's just been sitting here kind of bouncing to itself, which makes me think this might not be terribly good at all. I mean, I suppose the true test will come when we get to the, like, lava jump into the tube. But yeah, all the hope I had has suddenly flushed away, and all I can say is, good luck. In 3, 2, 1, go. Definitely extremely wibbly wobbly. We did just blow the engine up again. Okay, you cleared the jump. Yeah, you can see the suspension just wiggling like crazy. Well, now, you're going to have to actually work pretty hard if you're going to beat the last car, because you're, well, pretty much flipping up here, and that thing was at least on its wheels at this point. Wow. Oh, by the way, I absolutely love the suspensions on these things. This is so funny. Oh, hold on, hold on, hold on. We are still rolling. Okay. Well, this took an unexpected turn. Well, I will be dipped. This thing actually made it farther than the stance car. I mean, it's definitely not happy, but it did make it farther than the stance car. I hate having that many choices and not enough time to, like, try all of them. So, yeah, I went through what we had left, and this seemed like the best idea we could try. And yeah, this is the Baja Spec, which means it's not as bouncy as the off-roader, but it does have, as you can see underneath, it does have a nice springy suspension, so it should be decent, as long as it doesn't roll over or blow the engine before we get to the lava jump. We should be okay. So, yeah, one way to find out, and that's let it go in 3, 2, 1, go. I probably should have started the truck first. Yeah, there goes the engine. Well, that was the closest we've gotten to an actual decent landing so far. We actually haven't shed that many blocks either from the looks of it. Yeah, if you want to get off the bridge, that would be brilliant. In fact, if you want to land on your wheels, that would be even more brilliant. Oh, really? You're gonna crap out here? Oh, no. That means I've got to take the stupid four-wheel drive truck thing down the next track. Okay, Contender 1 is on the line and waiting to launch in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, well, some of it ended up where it was supposed to be. Yeah, falling off the track, I am afraid that is a disqualification. Okay, Bouncy McBounce Pants, do you think you can do any better? In 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, okay, well that one can't even clear the first pit. That's not good. I love that all the fire blocks fell out of it. Oh my god, that was funny. Okay, yeah, this thing did about as well as I expected it was gonna do. So yeah, let's just go grab the one that I thought was actually gonna be king of them all anyway, and see if I was right. Oh my god, I could not have scripted that to be any funnier than it actually turned out to be. So yeah, it actually did not do as well as I had hoped, but I mean, end of the day, we weren't trying to do a serious competition, and we weren't trying to learn anything of any value. We were here to play with Legos. And on that note of childlike wonder, as always, I've been Digby. I thank you guys for stopping by. I really hope you guys enjoyed the kind of Lego version of the Quite Possibly Impossible challenge. And yeah, I hope to see you for the next one.
Oh, yeah.